It's time for Around the Ozarks in 5, brought to you by the Butterfly Palace and Rainforest Adventure, Adventure Cave Tours, and Talking Rocks Cavern. Here are your hosts, Ethan and Sarah Foreheads.
Here we are on a Tuesday. We made it to Tuesday. That's like we're just marching through this week, as far as I can tell. So let's start with some news.
The body of a Springfield man turned up in Iowa. A real estate agent found human remains in March near the Missouri River while scouting out a property. Investigators say it belonged to 30-year-old Salvador Augustin Fonseca of Springfield. They also found his car keys and a gym membership. His stolen car was also found on an Iowa highway at one point, but at the time, deputies were unable to find Fonseca. They believe that he possibly stopped on that section of the interstate and walked to the water. They say that they are not suspecting any foul play right now. All right, now to this. Someone vandalized the Hotel of Terror, and Springfield police are on the hunt for who's responsible. Officers responded there Sunday night after a call that people were spray painting the side of that attraction, which has made much news lately. Witnesses say they saw two people leaving the building in dark clothing. The owner, Sterling Mathis, says his other building, Dungeons of Doom on West Wall Street, was also spray painted on the roof.
Well, that's weird. Wonder what is going on there.
Well, it's been in the news so much with the eminent domain thing. So it's,
right.
Yeah, the timing, of course, is very interesting.
Yeah, that's odd. Another vandalism case. Police are looking for whoever spray painted a new playground, a brand new playground at Macaulay Park. This is insane. It's maddening, honestly. Security camera footage shows 4 people walking near the back of the X Center in Nixa early Saturday morning. The new playground equipment there was literally just installed. In fact, they were going to have the ribbon cutting. They haven't had it yet, and now they have to postpone that because they have to clean up the brand new playground equipment. It's crazy. Police are now urging parents to talk to their teenagers about respecting shared property. And in my opinion, the best thing that could happen is these kids, I'm assuming it's kids, it sounds like police think it's kids based on the video, that they get caught and have to somehow pay for it to learn a lesson that they will carry with them the rest of their lives.
Yeah, pay for it and clean it.
Clean it up. That's right. It's ridiculous. Chronic wasting disease seems to be getting worse across the state of Missouri. Conservationists have found now more than 400 cases of chronic wasting disease since they started looking in white-tailed deer back in 2012. 117 of those cases were just in the past few months. So they're checking more and they're finding more. Chronic wasting disease is a contagious disease among deer, neurological disease. It is deadly for deer. New cases have been found in Barton, Carroll, Dallas, Gasconade, and Hickory counties. Those are just a few. The issue, the good news is that there's no direct evidence that it transmits to humans, which doesn't mean that it doesn't necessarily, but they don't have any direct evidence that it does. So need to take care of those deer for sure.
Right. They say the issue is the future, like of deer hunting, because if it's widespread and it kills them off, that's the problem.
Yeah.
All right. We have some good news now for O'Reilly. Their stock is going up and up. It hit an all-time high recently, crossing the $900 threshold for the first time ever. The stock's 52-week range is now $563 up to $904 per share.
Wow, man. If you bought some of that early on, you are sitting pretty. Wow. Good for O'Reilly.
Yeah. You know that they just opened their latest store in Fort Gibson, Oklahoma, America.
Your hometown?
My hometown, population 2.
Yeah. It was store number. It's a big number for them. Number 6,000 across the country.
6,000. Yeah, I know. It's awesome. And there's one stoplight in the town. So it's a pretty big deal that O'Reilly.
Didn't they send you they found out it was your hometown and send you a keychain to celebrate, to mark it?
Yes, I had a fundraiser dinner that I was at with them. And when I told them I was from Fort Gibson, they were like, I have something to send you. And it is on my keys. I just don't have them here, but it's a little keychain.
That's cool.
Oh, this is me. This is me. Sorry. We were talking about this the other day, which made me laugh because we were wondering if the COVID relief money would ever run out, and
Nope.
apparently not yet.
Nope.
The American Rescue Plan Act, or COVID money, is still flowing. This time, the Springfield Art Museum was the top local recipient, getting $2.75 million of the 30 mil that's being handed out in this state funding round of COVID relief. The money comes through the Missouri Department of Economic Development. The city of Branson was also chosen for a $1.6 million grant for field improvements, and the city of Ozark will get $1.2 million to help expand the trail system in Ozark, which, of course, I'm not complaining, right, about that. Also, the Joplin Regional Airport was selected for an $860,000 grant through the Department of Transportation and the FAA.
Will the COVID money ever run out? It does not seem like it. The spigot is still wide open. Hey, this is super cool. In Marshfield, they're getting a brand new upscale steak house. It's going to be in an old historic building in town. Next Thursday, not this Thursday, but next Thursday, the Jackson Grill will open up right there on South Clay Street in Marshfield. At first, it will only be open Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. But if that goes well and there's a demand, then they're open to opening up more often. That building was most recently a church that was housed there until 2022. So that's super cool. Nice place to eat in Marshfield.
I'm excited. And if it opened a week earlier, we could go on our date there.
That is true. We have our big anniversary date coming up Friday night.
Woohoo! Anniversary and birthday. It's also my birthday. Don't forget.
Well, I like to keep those separate. I like to have a special event for anniversary and then a
Oh,
special event for your birthday.
thank you for
Just
that. Thank you for that.
just to make you feel special. What's Kelly barking
Yes.
at?
I don't know. I need to shut the door. Hold on.
No, you're
You keep
fine. You're
going.
fine. You're
You
fine.
keep going. The next one's yours.
You don't have to shut the door. She's fine.
Okay.
Mike Lindell, the My Pillow guy, is going to be back in Springfield. He's into politics quite a bit these days. He'll be back on August 15 and 16 to host what he's calling an Election Crime Bureau Summit. And I think it's probably exactly what you think it is based on the title. It's going to be held at University Plaza like his last one, I believe last fall. So he's going to be back in Springfield. Not sure why he's choosing Springfield to do this, but he is 2 years in a row now. Mike Lindell, the My Pillow CEO. And now to the Cardinals, both the big ones and the Springfield Cardinals. Adam Wainwright will make a rehab start in Springfield tomorrow. Yep, tomorrow at noon at Hammons Field. Very cool. St. Louis right-hander will start against the Midland Rockhounds. I feel sorry for the Rockhounds. It'll be his first start all season. Of course, he was supposed to start for the St. Louis Cardinals on opening day, but he had a groin injury, groin injury. Cheers fans remember that. So he has been out since then. He's 41 years old. And if you remember that from Cheers, you got to send me a comment of some sort to let me know that you got it. This very well could be his last time ever playing baseball at Hammons Field because he's in his final year with the St. Louis Cardinals. And this is a rehab start. So we're going to assume he's better. He's going to start here and then he's going to move back up and perhaps never come back. So if you want a chance to see him, now is your chance. And the weather's going to be fantastic. Tomorrow it's going to be 74 degrees and sunshine. Today could be a little stormy for us, 76, isolated storms, very isolated. And then a better chance of rain on Thursday. But Wednesday for the ball game, it's going to be fantastic.
By the way, not that you'll know this off the top of your head, but 41 seems older than I would have guessed for a major league pitcher.
It is.
Only because of like overuse, essentially. So is that abnormal?
Yeah, no, he's older to be a starting pitcher for sure. Absolutely.
Huh. All right. Hopefully you can get your lunch break over there.
That
It's
would
not
be
too
nice.
far. It's not too
I
far
might do
for
that.
you.
Yeah.
All right. So if you ever stop for a fast food burger from McDonald's, they are apparently going to taste better. How about that? The
Okay.
wildly successful chain says that they want to make the bread softer, the cheese more melted, and then cook the onions on the meat on the grill for more flavor. So,
I like
um,
that.
it's funny. We're just not really fast food goers, so not opposed to going to Mickey D's, but it's been a minute since I've been to McDonald's.
Yeah, they have some higher end burgers that are really good, but it for me too. It's been a while since I've been there. I don't like to go to fast food very often, but and when I do it in St. Louis at White Castle, just because I love White Castle and it's can't get it here. So I use my fast food chips for White Castle. I save them.
Um, it's funny because there was a point where I used to get their coffee a decent amount at McDonald's, and I remember some of the listeners will remember this, but there was a woman years ago who sued McDonald's
Yeah.
for hot coffee. Do you remember this? And she like had spilled on her lap. And I was like, that's insane. Come on, lady. What in the world? Like who does that? Of course it's going to be hot. Well, then I started buying my coffee regularly at McDonald's. And you know me, I love my coffee super hot. Well, I can tell you that McDonald's coffee is, in fact, much hotter than other places, or at least it used to be. I don't know what happened after that lawsuit. Maybe it's not now, but I mean, it is markedly hotter than other restaurants.
Interesting. I do like a hot coffee. I'm the hot coffee guy, as you know.
Well, part
And
of it is styrofoam. Like, they still use styrofoam that is, like, wrapped. I think maybe they've moved to paper. I feel like I've had a coffee there before too long, or, like, in the not too distant past, but it was just the styrofoam, as you know, it's not good for the environment, so a lot of restaurants have gone away from it, but it does keep cold colder and hot hotter. That is the truth.
I believe it. I saw a
Anyway,
documentary about that, the hot coffee deal, with that woman. It was a pretty serious deal. I mean, it
yeah.
became a punchline, and it became like an absurd thing for people to talk about. But if you watch the documentary, she had really severe burns, and she was an elderly lady.
Yeah, I believe that she did just because 'cause I'm telling you, it's hotter, or at least it used to be way hotter. So, okay. Last but not least, if you want to get your family pet microchipped, cat or dog, you can do that this Thursday for $20 per microchip. It
Well,
is happening from 6 to 8 p.m. at Rescue 1 on 1927 East Bennett.
that's a $20. That's a good deal because I know we did it at the vet when we got our puppy and paid considerably more than that, I'm pretty sure. So $20, that's worth doing.
Yeah, and it works. And by we, I mean the kids and me found a dog not too far from our house one time, and to get to a vet because it had a collar with no tag, and sure enough, they found the owner. They were able to track it down. So
Yeah, the system works.
yeah, I couldn't have even told you if our dog was microchipped, but apparently she is.
She
Thank you,
is,
babe.
yes.
Good job. You're a responsible pet owner.
I'm a responsible dog owner. That is correct. That is correct. All right. Hey, thank you for watching. I hope you have a great Tuesday, and we'll be watching the Cardinals tomorrow at noon. That should be fun.
All right. Have a good one.